Hey guys, so I just got back from doing something and I wanted to share with you the kind of thoughts that was going through my head and how I brought myself to do it. I don't know if you watched my last video. I'll link it down below where it was an empty video, but in the beginning I kind of did a life update about what's been going on with me since my surgery, just a little touch on everything. I haven't been making as many videos because I've been dealing with depression, and it's something I've dealt with in the past. Way back when I used to be on medication and go to weekly therapy, and that was following the birth of my last child. So it was kind of like postpartum mixed in with a bad poor life choices in the relationships that I was in and the people I was surrounded by. Basically what I'm getting at is I've gone through a lot the last couple years, and it wasn't really until after my surgery that all of it caught up with me, and I started to feel really sad and empty inside. And the trigger point was hearing from somebody I care about that I would perhaps look better and feel healthier and be happier if I looked more like the photos that I have in Facebook back in like 2007, so like 10 years ago, before I had kids, before life hit, before my metabolism slowed down. And I knew that it came from a good place. They didn't mean to be hurtful in what they were saying, and a part of me understood that, but a part of me still heard that I wasn't good enough. And that's something I've been working on the last couple of years, is loving me for who I am now and the part of the journey that I'm in right now. Anyways, that conversation that I had sparked something in me that made me realize, okay, I took the time to deal with the poor decisions and relationships I had been in and move past that. The next stage was my health. I had my foot surgery finally, had my thyroid taken out, found out it was cancer, went through all of that, finally got all my health basically all squared away. The next thing was to focus on the inner me and my fitness health. And that's where I'm at right now. And I wanted to share that with you because I just got back from doing I don't want to say a run because I don't feel like what I do is running. It's more like a jog. And maybe like a slow-paced jog, power walk kind of thing. But I'm pretty damn proud of myself for getting up and doing that. I've been doing it every day for the past week and a half. I've seen a little bit of a difference on the scale, not a huge difference to be like, oh yeah, let's keep doing it. But I know in me that I am trying. I'm doing it for me, even though it was sparked by a comment that somebody else had made. I'm doing it for myself, and it feels really good. It feels good to wake up in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but I've been getting up and feeling a little bit brighter. I feel good throughout the day, all from a little bit of activity that I do at night. Now, in the past, I would always want to say, I want to get fit, I want to work out, I want to lose some weight, I just want to feel like good and like toned up a little bit. But I always came up with all of these excuses, rightfully so, some of them, of why I couldn't work out. And that would be, number one, I work Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then afterwards, I usually do the supermarket shopping. I take the kids to football. I take them here and there in different activities, studying for their tests. There's just life. And then by that time, it's dinner time and then bedtime and showers and, you know, all of that. And I wasn't making that time for me. I mean, I was barely making enough time for myself to go get my nails done. And I always felt so guilty going to take that time for myself. So it's not even just about the fitness or getting your nails done, it's about taking that time for yourself. I finally came to the conclusion that I need to make this a priority for me, for my family, the people around me, for me to be around long enough for them to know who I am as like a person. I feel like you don't really know your parents until you're older, and I want my kids to know me like that, and I want to be alive when that happens. Which kind of makes me a little bit sad, just because I'm so young and I've already had the health concerns that I do. I want to do everything in my power to avoid anything else from happening. So I have been carving out a half hour to an hour for myself every single night. I'll get the kids in bed. It's about, what, 8:30? Sometimes it's later, 9 o'clock. I'll throw on my fitness gear, which really just consists of this tank top I got from a review from LEL Fitness. way back when, some capri yoga pant things from Walmart, some tennis shoes that I've had for about 4 years, and oh, and this like flip belt thing, I kind of did a review on that a couple years ago. Like just a hat and a ponytail, minimal makeup. I always wear makeup. I know I'm weird. It just makes me feel better, and I mean that's the whole point of all of this. And usually I do it at the end of the day, so I would have makeup on anyway. But today's a Sunday. Today I dropped the kids off back to their dads, and I was like, I want to do something for me today. There's a million things that need to get done, but I knew to feel good for me, I need to do something for me, and I would be more productive with my day and happier if I could get that out of the way. So I drove myself down to what I call like a rail trail. There's no railroad, but it's like a paved pathway on one of the sides of our HOA. And I drove myself there, and I sat there in the car, and I was nervous to get out, even though every night I've been going for little jogs around the neighborhood, but that's in our neighborhood, and I do about 1.5 miles. But today, it's during the day, it's light out. I don't know why I was so intimidated, and I sat in the car almost embarrassed. And maybe you guys will just think I'm weird for all of this, but I got a little bit emotional. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting so upset about nothing. I was like worried about what people would judge me when I got out on the rail trail, because I knew there would be other people there. But at the same time, they're there for a reason too. They're there to get out, get the fresh air, get the sun, and work out too. So I needed to remind myself that. I mustered up some courage, threw my headphones in, and went. And I didn't go very fast. It took me, I think one of my miles was 14 minutes. The other one was 15 minutes. I'm not fast. And I wasn't trying to be. I just wanted to get it done, and I knew I wanted to get as close to 3 miles as possible. That was my goal. Last Sunday we went for a hike in the Santan Mountains out here in Arizona, and we did a little bit over 3 miles with my friend. She wasn't able to go today, otherwise I totally would go there again. It's really nice. But that, I'll do a little sidebar. I wore my Zagora pants on the hike, and it's already like 80-90 degrees here, and Zagora pants are those neoprene, like sweat, they make you sweat. That was a mistake. Oh boy, it was way too hot to be wearing those out in the sun in Arizona, even in the morning. So be careful, don't wear those. Wear those at night when you go for your jogs. I think I did a review on them a while back too. And that's not why I'm doing this video, is to throw out all the plugs or whatever, which by the way, this water bottle is amazing. This little bubble bottle, I got it off Amazon or whatever. I mean, I'm not doing this to throw out all these plugs, but I'll link the products below, because I want you to feel motivated. I want you to feel, whether it's going to get your nails done, a pedicure, going for a massage, going for a jog, whatever it is, you need to take that time for you, because you are important and you are worth it. And I feel so silly for getting emotional. That's the other thing. Today my allergies are kicking. I'm out there jogging on this path, and I'm so nervous about like the other people, and yeah, I'm like snotting up. My eyes are like running as if I'm crying, which I wasn't. I was just trying to run. I had a hard time breathing, which the complication from my surgery makes it hard for me to breathe on a regular basis. So jogging is definitely difficult, plus asthma, all that. So I had every excuse in the world to not get out and be active today, but I'm so proud of myself for doing so. Maybe I'll never post this. Maybe I'll just keep this for myself. But I felt motivated to even think about filming this, because I wanted somebody who is possibly feeling the way that I do to know that they're not alone, and that doing something for you and feeling motivated for you is hard, but that it's essential, and that we need to stop thinking that we're not important, or that we're any less than anybody else, or that, you know, working a 40-hour-a-week job and having 2 kids and, you know, sports and activities and anything like that means that you won't be able to take that time for yourself, because that's just ridiculous. I hope you leave this video feeling motivated, or at least start to come up with a plan for yourself, what will make you happy, and leave it in the comments down below. If you're not feeling so brave to leave it down below, feel free to leave me an email. I do try to get through them on a regular basis, and I read all of them. I just can't get back to every single one of you all the time on a timely basis. I do apologize for that, but I do try. This is like an emotionally charged video. I apologize for that. I'm a little PMS'al, which by the way, it has totally helped. that time of the month, you know, just going out for like a little half-hour power walk or a little bit of a jog, it has definitely helped. I've also been drinking this tea. Let me show you guys what I've been doing. Okay, so aside from just working out, if you can call it working out, just doing that little bit, a half-hour to an hour activity in the evening, evening works best for me in my time schedule. I've been also incorporating this matcha tea. I got it at Sprouts, but I'm pretty certain you could get it anywhere. This I brew on the middle setting of my Keurig, and I let it steep for a couple of minutes, and then I take the tea bag out and let the teacup like sit and cool down on my kitchen counter. Then when I'm done like getting ready for work, I'll have a thermos with a bunch of ice in it, and I'll pour the matcha tea over it and make like an iced green tea. So it's really, really good. Then to kind of help with like the PMS bloating, I have incorporated this detox tea from Yogi. I love Yogi tea. As you can see, I have the sweet tangerine positive energy. This has caffeine in it, but so don't double up and have 2 of those. But you can have this and one of the caffeinated ones, because this one is caffeine free. I also have the healthy skin one. That one's okay. I'm not big on spiced teas, they're just okay. And then the Slim Life, which again, that has like a little bit of caramel spice in it, so it's not my personal favorite, but it's not terrible. Tea has made a huge difference in my mornings, my energy, my water intake. Another thing that has helped the water intake is the Bubba that I was telling you about before. Keeps my ice cold all day, because I have to have like super cold water to be able to drink it on a regular basis. For breakfast, I've been having 2 fried eggs. Sometimes I'll just add in whatever's in the fridge. Some green peppers, onions, saute those real quick. Maybe like one of those sausage patties for breakfast. I'll throw that in there. Maybe like a piece or 2 of bacon, either or. You know, pick one meat. If I don't have any meat and then I have some leftover couscous or rice or like quinoa from dinner the night before, I will throw that in with the eggs. Mid-morning snack, I have to find a second one, because really I've been just eating like one type of morning snack, which is a half a cup of, I don't know how this turned from a motivational thing to what I've been eating, but don't mind my messy fridge, don't look at it. Okay. The Dannon Oikos 000 vanilla Greek yogurt. This stuff is so good. I have tried plain yogurt. I can't do it. It literally gives me a gag reflex. This is not terrible. It is made with stevia. It's not made with any artificial sugars, and it has 8 grams of sugar in it. 8 grams of sugar. It's not, you know, 0 grams, but it's better than some other yogurts that are like 22. It does have 22 grams of protein. This is also off of 1 cup serving. I only do a half a cup, and then I will put in 1 tablespoon of the chia seeds. I actually re-boxed those. Those are actually the, what is it, Better Body Foods organic chia seeds. They're really good to help your protein and fiber intake and help with some roughage with your intestinal area, if you know what I'm saying. And then if I'm feeling extra fancy and I have some fruits, I'll kind of throw it in there, a couple of blueberries. I'll dice up 1 strawberry, throw it in there, and then I let it sit, and I'll put it in one of these ice packs, because I go to work in the morning, and I'll put it in one of these packet ice packs. So the sides of this are the freezer packs, and that keeps it cold until it's time for me to have my morning snack, which is about 10:30. And then for lunch, I've been going between 2 different things. I'll either take a container with spinach and kale, and I'll get it from the organic section of Walmart. I'm a Walmart shopper, sorry. I'll shop at Sprouts, but I'm not made of money, to be honest. So I get these boxes or containers of the kale and the one with the baby spinach, and I'll do about half and half. I will dice up some green, black olives, but the organic green ones. Fill up the salad in a container like this. Just, you know, grab a fork, throw it in my little lunchbox. Sometimes I'll throw in some feta cheese. Some shredded organic carrots are really good. They're in the organic aisle or section at Walmart. They're like $1. Carrots are so amazing for you. And then I will add on my protein, which if I had eggs for breakfast, I won't have hard-boiled eggs on my salad. But if I didn't have eggs for breakfast, I'll put 2 hard-boiled eggs on my salad. If I did have eggs for breakfast, I started getting these Foster Farms grilled chicken breast strips. They're not frozen. You just dice them up into little cubes and put them on your salad. See, I'm out of breath just from talking. I can't, this whole vocal cord thing. I go to the specialist on the 10th, so hopefully he'll be able to help me. The dressing that I use is the Tessemae Italian. This is 80 calories per tablespoon, which is a little bit higher than I would want it to be. But for me, I'm kind of a flavor person, but there's no sugars in here. So that is a big plus. I know that even, even in my balsamic vinaigrette that I have in here, this has 2 sugars, but only 15 calories. So pick your poison. I realized when I was setting to edit this video that I didn't talk about the second option of lunch that I've been having. Rather than the salad that I was telling you guys about, I have these frozen meals that I got at Walmart. They're the Smart Made ones, and basically they're under 300 calories. This one's 270, and it's the rosemary grilled beef and vegetables. I've tried basically all of them. They're really good, and everybody at work is like, oh, that smells amazing. This one's really good. This is the white wine and chicken couscous. That one's only 190 calories. And I would do this rather than the salad. I kind of go on and off between which one I choose. And what's this one? The Mediterranean style chicken bowl. So just another option for you guys for your lunches. For a mid-afternoon snack, I'll have 1 Fig Newton bar, because they come in a pack of 2, and I didn't realize that the serving size on the label is for only 1 of them, even though it comes in a pack of 2. So I'll have 1 of those, or I'll come home with the kids and have some tortilla chips and fresh cut salsa, the one that's in like the refrigerated area called Fresh something, at Walmart, you know, over by the dressings, not by the deli area, but like the dressings. Gosh, I wish I literally ate them, the last bag of chips that I like. They're the Rice Works black sesame chips. They look like tortilla chips and they taste just like them, and they're so good. They're a little bit high in carbs, but sometimes by the end of the day, especially if I'm like PMSing, I kind of need the extra energy, and I'll have some of that with the fresh salsa, or some popcorn with the kids, or something just a little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Then for dinner, we've been doing, we'll make the kids something easy and simple and fresh. I hear you, Lily. And Logan and I have been getting what is called Home Chef. So they send you all of the ingredients. I want to do a whole separate video on that because I could talk about that forever. But we are loving it. We've been doing it for about 6 weeks now. I pay for this out of pocket on my own, or our own. Logan pays for it. It's not like a sponsored thing, but I do have a referral link, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave that down below. You know, we just get a couple of bucks for you signing up for that. If you want to, but I do want to make a whole separate video because I'm like super passionate about the service that they provide. The ingredients are fresh, you're not having any extras, meaning you're not, you know, wasteful, and it's all healthy and delicious, and it tastes like a restaurant. So that's a conversation for another time. I kind of took a little weird left with this conversation. I basically just wanted to give you all of the tools. If this is the direction you want to take to make you feel better, then do so. If you have any other ideas for me, I am open to hearing them. Maybe you have some favorite snacks or breakfast things. The one thing I don't do is oatmeal. I know it's so good for you, but I can't do it. The texture, I can't. I can do Greek yogurt, but I cannot do oatmeal. So I'll stop jibber jabbering. I'm gonna go take a shower because I feel really icky sticky. And let me know if you guys have any questions or if I missed anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.